All right, guys, here we go. Real quick look at the Bitcoin chart. This is the daily chart. Every candle is 1 day of price action or 24 hours. And on my chart, I had the blue line as the 20, red line is the 200, simple day moving average. And of course, the green line here is the 50. And you really don't want to be under the 50, okay? That's why I'll point that out. It's a little bit more bearish than bullish, but we still add the 200, the 20 above the 50, okay? And right now, the way we teach our Patreon members is that this narrow range, when you have any two moving averages, especially the 20 and the 200, but right now we're dealing with the 50 and the 20, when they're in a narrow range like this is a great location on the chart, okay? You have three things that you have to deal with in order to properly get in or make a trade, take a position in the market. You want location, and then you want that event candle, then of course set up your stop loss. But right now, we're just interested in this location where the 20 and the 50 are coming together. Now, there's not too many guarantees, promises, 100% in the market, but this is one of them, okay? When these moving averages come together, and I prefer really the 20 and the 200 really work the best. But anyway, it works here with the 50 as well, as we see back here. See this narrow range, and then price 100% of the time when it's caught in that sideways consolidation, just going across like this, it's trapped. It can only go one of two ways: go to the upside or go to the downside. Okay, and here, fortunately enough, it went to the upside, and the 20 did what? Came up, crossed over the 50, and continued higher. Okay, so that's the anticipation here. Price is trapped here, and if we dive to the downside, the 20 is going to follow price to the downside and separate from the 50 as it goes lower. Or we consolidate, like this, and then break out to the upside. Okay, but enough of all that. All right, what we're putting in now possibly is an M formation. Okay, let me take that off and I'll just draw it here for you. We have this up, down, up, down. Okay, so we made a high, lower high through here, and then once you break under this previous support, obviously, you go lower. Now, that's to the downside. What we want and what we want markets to do is put in that W formation, okay? Like this, low, higher low, so on and so forth. And our Patreon members know all about that, and they know about you know, the close proximity, the locations on the chart, so on and so forth. And if you'd like to know more about this stuff, check the link below. But all right, this is the anticipation of price action. Right now, over here, this area is actually helping price. This previous sideways consolidation, this base, uh, this foundation over here, as you come down to it, many times it will then hold as support. Okay, now we got under it, but only for a day, and then we, drove to the upside. And we've held this area, if you could extend this over, we've held this area for a number of days now. Of course, if we lose the blue dash line, guess what? Yeah, we will come down to the next support, which right now will be this location, about 101,000, 400 or so. But the market loves those whole round even numbers. So if we come down to this low pivot, you can best believe they will spike it down, drop it to 100 even, okay? And then the next support level, if it continues down, is going to be this previous resistance zone here. See how we came up, came down, held, and then broke out. Okay? Everything you need to know about the chart for support resistance as you're falling or as you're going up is on the left-hand side of the chart. Okay? So that, kind of helps you. So let's put this back where it goes. And then let me take off the 50. But let me go back. Yeah, if we lose this low pivot and start getting sub 100, uh, the retail crowd is going to absolutely lose their minds. Okay, you're going to see all kinds of FUD, negativity. There's going to be two types of traders. The ones on X, the retail crowd that don't have a clue what's going on regarding the charts. They're going to be losing their mind, thinking, Bitcoin's over, the bull market's over, it's going back, it's going to zero, it's just trash. All right, you know how people go whenever they get frustrated with price action. And then there's going to be traders like our, Patreon group that are going, thank goodness we're getting a one last gift here in and around the 200, around that, mid to low 90,000, 96, 95,000 into this 200 here. That's the secret. And then right over here, all this consolidation, previous high, previous low that held support. See right here? See all this zone here to there, that's the target. That's might not get there. I mean, we just play that. What we try to do is somewhat, look play it like, chess, look for two or three moves down the road. That's why we have this M formation cross path here. Or then we look over here, see our previous support resistance, see if that's going to hold, so on and so forth. Okay, so let's go to the weekly chart. Let me take this stuff off so it's not confusing. And as you see, this is how markets extend, okay? They do a V shape, okay? They came down, they move up, or a W formation, okay? That's the main two. We like this one better because it's stronger. But anyway, as you can see now, this is exactly the setup and what's going to happen. Okay, we've run from down here to the top. Markets, the assets, Apple, Meta, gold, silver, oil, Bitcoin, XRP, XF, whatever. They all work the same. We teach our Patreon members that, and they know that. Anyway, we move up, and then the market will reset, the asset will reset the chart going sideways, build a base foundation, and then extend like that, or it'll pull up, have a shallow pull back into the upper area of that leg up, okay, little pullback. And guess what? That on the weekly chart, I'm sorry, this is a weekly chart, every candle's 1 week of price action, so it's stronger, more powerful than your daily or 3 day or 4 hour, whatever people are doing out there. Okay, the weekly is very strong. So it holds up price and the momentum to the upside, and then also it works like that to the downside. But anyway, shallow pullback into the 20 here, and guess what? Yeah, around 96, 95,000 in that zone. Okay, so that's anticipation. The most bearish scenario, well, bullish is keep trading sideways, build that base, build that foundation, and then take off again. The most bearish is that we pull into this 96, 95, whatever the zone in here on the rising 20, and then bounce and go. Okay. Well, guys, I appreciate you listening and watching. If you'd like to check out our Patreon members group, the links below, learn how to do this stuff. And in the meantime, thanks so much, and we will see you on the charts.